Yes, welcome back to the Inner Edge Coaching Podcast, the place where we explore mindset, purpose and growth for men who want to live with more clarity, strength and authenticity. I'm Chris, and every week we take one topic that matters for modern men and break it down into real conversations that help you move forward. Today we're tackling a quiet but powerful force that affects every man. No matter how successful, confident or experienced he is, self-doubt. Because in your 30s, 40s and beyond, self-doubt doesn't just whisper. It can shape your confidence, your relationships, your career, even how you show up as a father or a leader. So today we'll look at why self-doubt shows up at this stage of life, how to overcome it with proven tools, and what happens when you finally learn to back yourself again. Here's the thing about self-doubt. It's sneaky. It doesn't always sound like I'm not good enough. Sometimes it sounds like maybe now's not the right time, or I'll start things when things calm down, or who do I think I am to try that? For men in their 30s and 40s, this isn't weakness, it's pressure. Life is complex. You're balancing a career, maybe kids, finances, maybe aging parents, and underneath it all, this quiet question starts to creep in. Am I doing enough? Am I enough? And when that question goes unanswered, it feeds self-doubt. According to research from the University of Sussex and the American Psychological Association, self-doubt peaks for men between 35 and 50. Why? Because that's the phase of evaluation. You've built a life, you've achieved some things, but you start comparing where you thought you'd be with where you actually are, and it might not line up. And for fathers, leaders and high performers, that comparison can quietly erode confidence. Let me share Mark's story. Mark is a 42-year-old business owner. I worked with 2 kids, a growing company, great income. From the outside, it looked like he was thriving, but inside, he was constantly second-guessing himself. Every decision at work, every conversation with his kids. When we unpacked it though, his self-doubt came from 2 things. Comparison, always feeling behind others, and responsibility overload, the fear of letting everyone down. Once he started naming those triggers and building evidence of his own competence again, everything changed. He didn't eliminate self-doubt, he just learned how to use it as a signal, not a stop sign. And that's key. Self-doubt isn't proof you're broken, it's proof that you're growing. Let's dig a little bit deeper into why this happens in your 30s and 40s. So first, there's an identity shift. In your 20s, life's about building, you're learning, experimenting, and you're chasing your own potential. In your 30s and 40s though, you're measuring, and when what you've built doesn't match what you imagined you would have, self-doubt creeps in. Second, comparison overload. Social media, friends, colleagues, everyone's highlight reel is on display, and without even realising it, you start measuring your worth by somebody else's TikTok line. Increased responsibility. When you're a father, partner or leader, the stakes feel higher. You're not just making choices for you anymore, and that pressure can turn healthy caution into just paralysing self-doubt. And finally, physiological changes. Studies show that testosterone levels naturally decline from your early 30s, which can subtly affect your confidence, motivation and your mood. It's not all in your head, it's partly biology, but biology isn't destiny. Awareness gives you the control. So the good news, self-doubt doesn't mean you're failing. It means your next level of growth is calling you. Okay, let's get practical, because I like practical things. Here are 6 powerful strategies to overcome self-doubt and rebuild unshakable self-trust. Name it, don't numb it. That's what we're starting with. Say out loud, this is self-doubt talking. Labelling your inner critic reduces its emotional level power by up to 40% according to cognitive behavioural studies. Awareness is the first step. 2. Collect evidence. Self-doubt thrives on selective memory. Start keeping an evidence list, a positive vibes folder on your phone. Times you've shown courage, solved problems, helped others. That list becomes your proof when your mind starts lying to you. Move your body daily is the third one. Physical movement rewires your confidence. When you push through discomfort physically, a run, a lift and a cold shower, you're training your brain to handle discomfort mentally. Men who train regularly report 23% higher self-efficacy according to Psychology of Sport research. Number 4, speak truth, not perfection. So for fathers and leaders, your power isn't in pretending you've got it all figured out. It's in showing honesty, humility. When you say, I don't have all the answers, but I'm figuring it out, you're modelling real strength, and that builds trust from others, but in yourself too. Number 5, reframe failure as feedback. Every setback you've had, job loss, relationship breakdown, business idea that didn't work, wasn't proof you're not enough. It's just data. You learn from it, you adjust, you move forward. That's what real confidence looks like. Number 6, surround yourself with challengers, not just cheerleaders. Find people who tell you the truth, not just what you want to hear. Men who have authentic accountability groups or coaches grow faster, stay consistent longer and bounce back stronger. So, when you carry self-doubt silently, it doesn't just affect you. As a dad, your kids absorb it. They sense when you hesitate, when you hold back, and when you play small. But when they see you acknowledging self-doubt and you move forward anyway, you're teaching resilience. You show them that courage isn't the absence of fear, it's action despite fear. As a leader, your self-doubt can either distance your team or connect them. When you hide behind a mask of certainty, people sense it. But when you lead with self-awareness and openness, you give permission for others to be human too. That's how trust and loyalty are built. So overcoming self-doubt isn't just about you. It's about who you become for everyone who depends on you. When you commit to facing your self-doubt, life changes in subtle but powerful ways. You stop chasing validation and start living with intention. You speak up more, play bigger and connect deeper. You become a person who moves with quiet conviction. Not because he's certain, but because he's aligned. Okay, here is your Inner Edge challenge for this week. Each day, write down one situation where self-doubt showed up for you and one piece of evidence that proves you're capable. Do that for 7 days. You'll be amazed how fast your confidence compounds. Maybe even create a positivity folder on your phone, in your OneNote, whatever it is, and then just add into that. Then I want to hear from you. Comment below or DM me your biggest realization. When does self-doubt show up most for you? And how are you learning to handle it? Thanks again for joining me today on the Inner Edge Coaching Podcast. If this episode spoke to you, hit subscribe, tap the bell so you never miss an episode, and share it with a mate who might need to hear this message or any of the other episodes on my channel. So until next time, stay grounded, stay honest, and keep pushing your edge. And I'll see you next week.